how's the book The Science of Getting Rich by Anoop Damoon?
What's the question?
How's the book The Science of Getting Rich?
I haven't read it. A good friend of mine, Nathan, has read it, and he swears on his life that it's one of the greatest books of all time. So, and I trust him. He like literally loves reading. So he's read a lot of books. Science of Getting Rich is good. I would just say it's just a different version of Think and Grow Rich. To me, listen, I've been reading Think and Grow Rich for the last like couple of years. I don't read anything else. I sometimes every now and then read something else, a marketing book, something. But in terms of my personal growth, I am not moving on from Think and Grow Rich until I've genuinely believed that I've done all the steps. Like some of you read a book and you think you know it now. You know nothing. Nothing. You haven't even begun to understand the concept of the book. You think you know. That's the dangerous part. You know, and so you read a library full of books and then meanwhile your life still looks the same and you're like, what happened? Well, because you didn't really read any books. You just read a bunch of information, did nothing with it. So to me, I'm like, I'm still practicing like a few principles in Think and Grow Rich on a daily basis. That takes months for me to even understand if I'm even doing it right. So I haven't read anything else other than I've read about maybe 50 books, you know, on personal development personally. I've read hundreds of books, like 50 on personal development that I would say is like, you know, that I have like a little bookshelf thing on my iPhone, so I can go back and check. But I read a lot of books over the last 6-7 years. But the reason why I've read so many, like so few books, like 50 books in 6-7 years, that's not a lot of books, Armin. CEOs read a book a day, you know, like relax. No, they don't. I don't know any CEO that reads a book a day. I know a lot of CEOs that are really rich. They don't have time to read a book a day. They don't have time to read a book a week. Okay, those are like, if you're looking at billionaires, yeah, see what they were doing when they were 25. They weren't reading a book a week. I promise you that. Okay, you didn't earn to live like a billionaire. You don't be doing no like Bill Gates 1 week think weeks every month. You haven't earned that. Don't pretend like you have time to read a book, like a whole week of books. You know, it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, if you're reading a week of books, you better not be reading for the next 2 years of your life, just implementing everything you just learned. That's what I'm trying to say. I've read so few books because like when I read a book, guys, I spend months implementing it. I don't understand how you guys are reading books back to back and filling your mind with all this information. What are you doing with it? Like, that blows my mind. I read one book. Listen to me. I'm gonna give you a little secret here, okay? 4 years ago when I started Reborn, I came back from Tony Robbins' seminar and I was inspired. I'm like, this changed my life. I want to help other people change their life through seminars. So get this. I literally picked up one book. It was Tony Robbins' book, Unlimited Power. Okay? Tony Robbins' Unlimited Power book. That is an encyclopedia for life coaching. I'll tell you that. Okay? I read the book. I went like word for word in it, highlighted, studied. I took all his exercises. He taught me how to do them myself from the one book. That one book is what became Reborn. Like, I used what I learned there to help coach my clients. I didn't take a life coaching program. I didn't take a certification. I didn't take courses. Nothing. I was broke. I didn't have money. So all I did was take this one book. And for the next like 6 to 12 months, I built a 6-figure coaching business off that one book. Some of you guys are reading a book a minute. Great. Good for you. What's your life look like? That's my question. You know, you don't got time to implement if you're always reading. I don't always read, by the way. You guys are like, you have to read every day. Sure. Sometimes I don't read. You know why? Because I'm doing what I read. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't read this today. I didn't read this morning. I just read my goals. I wrote in my gratitude journal. I came to the office. Thinking, go, just read that. I don't have time to read. I'm like, I'm going to go to the work. Why? Because I'm going to the business and implementing the stuff that Think and Grow Rich is teaching me. So, you know, don't just be jumping book to book to book. It doesn't work. You got to learn how to implement. So I've read so few books. I've only read maybe 50 books in the last 6-7 years of my life. Maybe more. I don't know. But it's not more than 100. I know that. Over the last 7 years. And you know what? Maybe a dozen of them I genuinely produced real results out of. And that was enough to be where I am today. Just a dozen of the books that I read. I did what it taught me. And I'm here. So you guys got to stop reading. Stop reading. Go start doing. Okay. Stop reading and start doing. Like, seriously, you don't need to, like, this is the same thing with courses. I have people that like go on sales calls with me for my company and they're like, oh, I just bought these courses, that courses, these courses. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm like, well, yeah, that's like going to a food court and buying like 12 different meals and not knowing which one to eat first and then trying to eat all of it. Then you get sick. Then you're saying they're like, I have too much to eat. Well, yeah. Would you ever overfeed yourself with 12 different meals from different places? No, then you miss the whole point of eating. First of all, you don't get full because you get nauseous, sick, whatever. Second of all, you don't even get to enjoy one of the taste of the foods because you have so many tastes, you just overwhelmed your stomach. You overwhelmed your taste buds, everything. Your mind's the same way. You can't go to 15 different courses in 1 month. What the hell are you doing? You know, it's funny because like 3 years ago, the same year that I built my coaching business off the Unlimited Power book from Tony Robbins, and I grew my skill because that's how I started, and then I learned new stuff. But that's how I started. Like it took me like 6 months. I didn't read anything else. I just kept going back to that book and rereading things and learning it and doing it. And I used it to change my life first. And I did it for my clients, and it was amazing. But then I took courses. Like I made money and I bought courses. I bought a lot of courses. I bought like 6 seminars in like one package. And you know what happened? I went to these seminars with a lot of different people, and I don't know where these people are today. Like what are they doing? I was like maybe a few of them. I know they're doing something like kind of big. I don't know. As far as I know, like I'm the only one who took what I learned and did something with it. And that's sad to me because like I met hundreds of people in these seminars I went to. And you know, I went to one seminar, and I went to this one seminar. They taught me how to build, how to do my seminars properly, like how to sell from stage. So I learned that. The week after, I sold $9,500 from stage, doing what they taught me in the course. I'm blown away. Like, what did everyone else do? Like, did you take the course just to learn stuff and leave, or did you take it to get a result? So, you know, I want to make $10,000 from the $5,000 seminar I bought the week before, and I did what they taught me. And then for like the next 2 years, I didn't take any other courses on how to sell from stage or how to run seminars. Guess what? You know why? I was too busy building a seminar business. That's the key here, guys. For the next 2 years, I built a whole seminar business. I made my Reborns better, right? Then I built the Elite Speakers Academy. I started teaching people like what I was learning and while I was doing it. So I didn't take another seminar for so long. Like, I'll probably take like a seminar a year. Honestly, I'll probably take like a course a year. My first year, I took like 3 or 4 different courses in one shot. I realized I only needed one of them. That's what built my business. The next year, I took Think and Grow Rich as a course. I didn't know it was a course. I bought it. I wanted to go to Think and Grow Rich. You know, I worked with Satish, so I went and took that. That was the course of the year for me then. That's what transformed me. Right? I didn't go to any other courses. Did I? No, because I was doing, Thinking Arch was the course that year. I just took that course. And I just kept taking it over and over again because we were teaching it and selling it. Then 2019, the next year, I only went to one course. And I think it was like, I don't remember. I went to like one course. I don't even remember. That's how vague it is. I was too busy being like, I was traveling in Malaysia. I was doing Reborn in Malaysia in May. And then I was teaching Thinking Rich in Texas in March. And like I was in the tour from Malaysia in January. I was too busy doing what I learned. You know what I mean? Like I was too busy doing what I learned. So, and this year, and then at the end of last year, I bought an online coaching program. So it's kind of like a course, right? And that's what's helped me build my business now. All the experts I hired in the programs I bought it to get a result. So now I'm doing it. I have not looked at any other online courses, nothing. I took one and I'm building my business. Now I'm busy building my business. Probably it'll be another year from now when I want to buy another course or pick up another new book, right? I'm only going to now pick up a new book, actually. I'm going to read Russell Brunson's Traffic Secrets. I want to see what it is, because I've read the other two. It's really good. So, but I'm reading it for what? That's like aside from TJR. I'm reading TJR, but I'm also going to read that so I can learn some new marketing things so I know how to grow my business. Guys, you guys don't just learn to learn, okay? That's not that like learning is a good thing, or what is it? If you're not growing, you're dying. Growth is not about reading or learning more information. The more you know, it doesn't mean you're going to do more. The more you do is the more you grow, not the more you learn. You learn better when you do things. You don't learn better when you learn things. Maybe that's just me though. I was in high school. I was like, I'm an application learner. Like throw me into an exercise, I'll do something, I'll learn, or show me how it's done, I'll learn. But I don't like. How do you guys take all this information overload and then like expect to do something with it? So, gotta learn how to focus. I'm seeing a lot of comments and stuff. Can you read them for me?
Yeah, there
on
are
Facebook.
comments on Facebook.
Yeah, what's going on Facebook?
So, a couple of people. Hey Armin, that's Arvin, Jessica,
What's up, Arvin? Hey, Jess.
Anoop.
Yeah.
And he also suggests that Outwitting the Devil, Definiteness of Purpose, the books that he's reading.
Yeah, Outwitting the Devil. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Melissa says hi.
Hi, Melissa.
Jason Lane says the first is manage your mind, manage your time, learn to sell, learn to funnel, learn to stay mentally and physically fit.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. Thanks for typing it out for me.
Jennifer Wong, yep, can be multiple tangents, but each task at each specific time, that is focus one at a time.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, not multiple tasks. Have one task at a time. Do
Jason-
not try to multitask. Don't. Stop it. You're not going to get anywhere. And look, like, don't take my opinion. Look at your own life. Did it work? If not, listen to what I'm saying. If it is working, great. Like, I'll come learn from you. How are you doing it? But no multitasking. That is a flawed concept. There's no such thing as multitasking. The best you could do is like listen to music as you work. But that's not multitasking. Like, you should be tasking one thing at a time. Tasking one thing at a time. If you guys want to learn how to focus, I'll give you a book. This book changed the way I work. Go and buy Deep Work by Cal Newport. Go and buy Deep Work by Cal Newport. CALNUWPORT, Cal Newport. It's called Deep Work. Read that book. I read it twice before I implemented it because I wanted to understand it. He studied people, the greatest people in history, innovators, inventors, and he realized that they learned how to isolate themselves, and he teaches you how to do that so that their brain could actually get to a flow state called deep work. And so that's how I work now. I don't try to do anything but the one thing I'm doing. So make sure you learn that. Yeah, what else do we got?
Jason says 3 steps to reading: understand, comprehend, and apply the information to your life.
Yeah, understand, comprehend, for sure. Yeah, Jason, that's the way you read.
Jason also says that when you're speaking the truth, everyone listens closely.
Yeah.
Jennifer says mind, sale, marketing, fitness, healthy food, be active, and mindfulness.
Yeah, mindfulness. Yeah, meditation, being present, essentially, focusing on right.
And she also says learn and do it and cycle it. Yep, music and working.
Yeah. Any other comments?
Not on Facebook.
Cool. What's up, everyone on Instagram? If you guys are saying something, let me know. And Facebook, thanks for engaging. Thanks for being here. On Instagram, listen, if you're on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that subscribe button again. If you like content, if you're enjoying the show, if you like this content, if you want more direction, guidance, mentorship on how to grow your own business, how to become an entrepreneur, or take it to the next level, hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell so that YouTube could let you know when I bring out new videos. If you're on Instagram, send this to somebody. Maybe they might need to hear it. If you're on Facebook, hit that share button, because every time you do, this word gets out more and more people get to get clear in their businesses. And hit that like button as well. It helps with the algorithms, gets more people to watch it, and we can ask more questions. By the way, if you have a question you want me to answer on the show live, if you want me to answer your question, shout you out on live on the show every Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, then just simply go to askarmin.com, submit your question there, and once you do, we'll answer it on the show on the next episode when we go live.